Broadcast live.
What's up, bro?
What's that in?
You good?
I'm cozy.
Easy going.
Easy.
031 to the world.
It has to.
Lucasraps.
Until it's the other way around.
World.
Yeah.
What's happening, bro?
What's going on, OG?
You know, YOG.
Yeah. Finally out here, man. You got a
Finally.
nice spot.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thanks for coming through, dropping by.
Thank you for having me out here, man.
Let's go, man. Like, this is the long-awaited release.
I mean, yeah.
We're talking about the project just now, and I was saying, you've created a great, cohesive, listenable album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's literally like if you love raps, you know, and if like obviously like and you looking for dope beats, you know, that's the project.
Yeah, I mean, I took a lot of time like playing a lot of different songs. Like I have so many other songs that also like didn't make it onto the 031 to the World project. I had to make sure that you can listen to it from track one to the end without like skipping, because it's not just like a playlist, you know what I mean? It's something that actually tells its own story, but you have to listen to it to actually understand the whole story. It's not just a one-time listen and then you're done.
What mindset, or at least state, when you were creating this project, right? What did you want a person, besides just the aesthetic play from track one till the end, what did you want someone to kind of come out with when they're listening to 031 to the World?
I only had that, like, I only could like give you that answer now recently because I listened to it with a different ear. So it's pretty much like you have to feel like yourself. You know what I mean? You have to, when I mean feel yourself, I don't mean it in a very like blunt way. I mean it like you have to actually feel who you are. Like it took a long time for me to understand who I am and my worth of a person, as much as I knew a little bit of it, but now listening to my first like debut project, understanding the whole story, I finally get to like understand who I am. And when you listen to 031 to the World, it literally takes you to this like whole different universe of like, it takes me there, you know what I mean? Like when I was listening to hip hop when I was a kid, it just makes me feel like everything is safe here.
Yeah.
And I get to learn like, it teaches y'all to have a backbone also, because I'm on that project by myself.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's just me pretty much just spewing about everything that I got told and what I've went through and how I came out of it.
You know, you got this project as you said, it's like your debut project. And you know, when I first listened to it, you know, in fact before it was even out, you know, I was listening to it from the link, and I was like, yo, this is like the confident braggadocio, but thank God.
Yeah.
That's how I described the album. I said like I'm the shit, but thanks to God, you know?
Yeah,
that's
most definitely.
really what I kind of described it from a context perspective, where yes, you know, we come from the mud where there's a joint called mud, but you know what? Because I am the shit, I will get through type thing.
True.
That's really what I got from it.
That's like, also like, because the project is made from different times, you get me? So there's songs from different times. So in that, it's also like told me, if I had to drop the project from when I made this time, you know, this song in this timeline, I wouldn't have the product that I have now. Also, I wouldn't have the gems, the mindset, the understanding that I have now if I done that with certain type of things. So even some songs, I put them on like very close to the date of release. And that was like, it was a whole different conversation in the song, as much as the context could have been similar to what you've heard, but the way, the quality, the weight of my pen is a whole lot of, it's very different, you understand? So, I mean, it's just my baby, that thing. I won't lie to you, I'm happy that it's finally out, and now that I can like rap it's a new performance set, it's a whole new blueprint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, obviously the name is Lucasraps, and you're gonna think about this later. You know, I'm gonna bring this up because I know you write a lot, clearly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think every writer gets to, it's almost like a topical fatigue. You know, you get tired of talking about certain things.
True.
You know?
Like a young writer's block.
not even a writer's block. You just write this shit. You go, but I think,
Sounds repetitive.
yeah, or I don't really want to, because I think I've said this before, but in a different way.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, most definitely.
I feel that this project you haven't also given us yourself.
Yeah,
You
true.
know, I think that like you haven't gone personal with this project.
Yeah,
you
most
know?
it's still like the first little. It's still me testing the waters also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can't also bombard you with everything.
Yeah.
And what am I gonna do when you want more? I have to take so much more time. Not that it's a problem, but it's just like I'm spacing it out and I'm like allowing myself to do what I wanted to do with the music.
Yeah.
It's like, remember I told you, this is the first part where I teach you the ABCs. You understand? This is the ABCs of Lucas. Once you get that, I'm gonna teach you how the cat went to the store.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Yeah.
understand my language.
Yeah.
Now that you've gotten this blueprint of ABC 031 to the world, yeah. Now when I drop the next one, or if I drop anything after that, you have now understood my language as an artist. So now when I speak to you, it's not a foreign language. You know what I'm saying? You get me? So anything after 031 to the world, now I'm allowed to unleash fully because I know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
At first, I didn't really know. Now I do.
Yeah. I mean, of my conversations with you also, you do feel, I met you before we chat, I felt that you're quite introspective.
Yeah.
Introduction, outrospective. I thought that you're quite introspective, and I just felt like, and I think you say some smart things, you know what I mean?
I think so too.
Yeah,
I'd like
yeah.
to think so.
I think that you never gave us a lot of that in this album from the introspective side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gave us a great listening album, great lyrical album, but like I wish that you'd thrown some jewels there.
I get you.
You know
But
what I
now,
mean?
this makes me feel good because it's like, yeah, you do want more.
Yeah.
That allows me to be like, yo, I have them. I just need to know, what do you want? You know what I mean? This is me also like, all right, cool, here's the things, but like, what are you feeding off? Which ones are the ones that you like the most? Or you like this part? Okay, cool, I need to make sure that I give the fans this. They like the trap things? Okay, we do the trap things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's now allowing me to like sit back and look at the feedback and be like, all right, cool. This is what was missing. This is what I could have built off from. It gives me a whole lot of time to learn.
Yeah.
But they there. But that's why I made it in the specific way where there's, like you see with when it goes to mud, without me slide. Now everything there is intentional. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, do this. No one else done it but me. So that I can give you a taste of that ultrasonic sound, the commercial sound, the trap sound, the club sound, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The emotional sound.
Yeah.
I gave you your own like pieces of selections, your own segments, so that you could choose from it. So that now when we do another one, I can fulfill your whole, thirst to this thing.
Yeah, yeah. And with you putting the project together like this, I think you're more used to people reacting to your freestyles, right?
Yeah.
Because that's really what you do, which I really appreciate and I love.
Thank you.
How's the album response different from like the freestyle response?
I mean, it's completely different because it's a lot of songs, you know what I mean? At least a freestyle, you get to see it's one thing.
Yeah.
This thing is like, you have to really just sit down and pray for the most, you know what I mean? Pray for the best thing. But other than that, like, I've been getting a lot of good feedback on Twitter. I've been getting a lot of good feedback everywhere, you know what I mean? Even if I bump into someone in the street, they tell me that they got the project, they love it. So, I mean, it's just like, I guess Twitter's keeping me on par with how the project is doing, you know what I mean? That's the only place that I get to really see people tweet about how it's changing their lives or how it's getting them through the day while they're cleaning or some dope things like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What is the one thing that you think people are picking up, right? Whether it's a line, whether it's a song, because I think that anyone that doesn't listen to Lucas and doesn't feel confident, they weren't listening carefully.
Nah, factual. I mean, the song that I feel like people are getting rocked by right now, so there's probably like 2 songs, I could be wrong, maybe they aren't, maybe there's others, but it's Project Mode Freestyle.
Yeah,
I see that one is getting people talking, and then it's Lucas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lucas is also a song where people are talking about. So those two songs, they it's like, they're moving slow. They're moving slow, but they punish us.
Yeah,
When it's
yeah.
time for it to hit, it's probably gonna hit. It's also still fresh off the release. So,
Yeah.
it's still we waiting what's
Yeah,
happening. It's
yeah.
like a lobby right now, waiting lobby.
But I think Mud and Slide are also doing pretty well from just
Yeah,
people
that's
receiving those,
those are definitely like, I don't even like, the reason why I don't even consider them like that is because I've heard them so many times, you know what I mean? And I've had it for such a long time. And I also knew like something inside of me, not even on some cocky tip, just something inside of me just knew like, this one, it's going.
Yeah.
So I don't even worry. It's like, this one we knew it's gonna go. We knew, we can see it from afar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So when you do talk about like the freestyle mode, or project mode freestyle.
Yeah.
When you talk about the project mode freestyle, it's more, is it like one of those joints that you never thought it would get those type of eyes reaction?
I mean, there's a lot of those songs that I thought like that because the type of hip hop I make is also different to what people really know right now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, for real.
It's pretty much inspired from SoundCloud flips. You know what I mean? Like hearing a J. Cole song where he's spazzing, but he's on a flip and the beat is also doing some other crazy thing. So it's pretty much inspired from my whole love of flips. And then it's Project Mode Freestyle. It's the first song, which is Lucasraps. It's just because the sonics are so different. You know what I mean? It's so hard that how do you dance to this sometimes? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you slowly, like I said, you learn the ABCs, you'll understand how to dance to it, where to find the vibe, and it's a movie right now. Man.
Yeah.
It's a movie. I've kind of changed things. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I saw you right now. You said like you tired. It's just being busy.
Yeah.
It's starting to pick up. It's getting
starting
busy.
to pick up, man. It's dope though. You know what I mean? I can't really complain because it's also like a young blessing in disguise because you're working.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I am tired.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been working, but it's dope. I want to get more work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, with that switching up and that happening, where you are, like, I mean, you the guy now, right? It's like you got a team that you work with. When you do go out and you're building the name of Lucas, I always kind of wanted to. It's like I always have to compare American rap and South African rap, and not the music, but like how people receive things.
Yeah.
You get a lot of artists in the market right now. You call yourself Lucasraps, right? Without obviously naming other people. When people receive you or your music, what do you want them to think of you, even when the music is out? Do you want to be thought of as the fashion guy, like, because you got mad swag?
Thank you.
Do you want to be thought of as the lyrical guy, or the guy who makes great songs, or an all-round superstar, and it's difficult to be an all-round superstar, but there has to be something that, like, you can say I'm not this, but I know I'm this. What is that thing that you want to be seen as?
A real ass rapper, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like one thing.
That matters to you.
Yeah. I mean, come on, that really matters. That's the reason why I'm still here, why I'm still rapping, because being a real rapper, like, it's difficult.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really not that easy. I won't lie, like, it is easy to make a song, there's watered down rappers, but like, to be a real rapper, even probably someone sitting down watching this interview right now that feels like a real rapper, that is a real rapper, they know what it takes to be a real rapper. It's not easy. You can see people like just people that can, like, rhyme, or it makes you feel like, okay, maybe you need to get into that pocket or something, you know what I mean? But me just staying in my own lane, creating my own lane from staying in it for so long, you know what I mean? It makes me want to be that rapper and never change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean I have to be boom, bap, ooh. But when you listen to me, like, yo, even if it's a whatever beat, you're like, yo, this homie just spazzed on this, bro.
Yeah.
If you listen to how he's flowing, if you listen to this, he's rapping.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to be at all times.
Yeah.
Not the hottest, the most fashionable. All these things come.
Yeah.
Let it come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the benefits. But the main topic is the rap.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
I've never heard that from a lot of young cats. You know, a lot of young cats are always trying to duck the rap.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of young cats are trying to.
Because it ain't easy.
Yeah, they're trying to be alternative. You know what I mean? I'm alternative. I'm not really rap. I'm alternative. I'm all those
I mean,
things.
I hop into studio sessions. Not that I'm like hating or throwing shade. It's just like what I go through. You know, I hop into a studio session. Homies will tell you, I can't hop in the song. Maybe we all know you rap. So it's like, bro, I just wrote this verse now. It's like, yeah, you know you rap. So it's like expected of me. You know what I mean? So, okay, what happens if I spit a shit verse? Then what? Now you shocked. You know what I mean? It goes through for anything, but the main point of what I was saying is there's like just this energy just because like you good or whatever, now people are gonna be like, you know what I mean? I don't even know what that energy is, but I get it. And it's just weird. That's why I like recording by myself at home. Hence even the project is one man, because it's just like, what is that energy? You know what I mean? I don't get it, but yeah.
Well, do you think it's like I say? Do you think it's like a sonic sound, and that's why I go? And that was very interesting for me. It's like I'm not talking about this narrative of hip hop is hip hop. I'm not talking about that social media thing. I'm talking about rapping for skills. You know, is it because there's a sentiment that like just rapping is dead? You know, it's everything else on top of that.
I won't say it's that rapping is dead. It's just that. You see, me coming up from, like, you pretty much known my timeline from when I've been younging to where I'm sitting with you right now. So it's just like, if you look at Lucas and where he's went in this timeline and you've looked at everything that's been around him, because you OG, you've seen everything, you understand? So there's that thing of, all right, you can make like vibey music, but like when we talk about rapping, and we talk about bars, we talk about the way you've structured your verse. How many times you use alliteration, you know? Onomatopoeia, all these crazy things like literature, you know what I mean? Like it's rap. Taking it to the real culture, like why I listen to it. That's why I like Eminem. Like people are like, oh, he's too angry, ooh. That guy is amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's so amazing it's scary.
No, what he does with words.
He's hectic. So like, for you to write like that, where are you at mentally? You know what I mean? How do you even do that? So that's like pretty much how I'm trying to like be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to stop like rapping, not as a rapper rapping, but like rapping. You know what I mean? I freestyle every single day. I do this every day. Make songs every single day. Even the project is out, but I'm still making songs. You know what I mean? Like it's a thing I love, man. I love it, man.
And you know, one can also say, like you say, it's difficult to be a rapper. You know, it's difficult to be signed by Def Jam, to get the type of interest and coverage that you're getting as a rapper. You know, so I guess people feel that it's easier to cross over from alternative, and I can be in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I won't make that. I won't make like a decision for like how they do it, but I guess it's just, I don't know. With me, I just really stuck through it.
Yeah.
You know, everything, it was tough, it was rough, but I always saw myself like, yo, you're gonna get through it. You know what I mean? It's gonna switch around. The hourglass is gonna have to go to the other side. You get me? Yeah. So just be patient with what's going on. And with like the people going alternative and all these things, I guess maybe that was their beginning to find something that who they are as an artist.
Yeah.
You get me? I know who I am.
Yeah.
Maybe other people are venturing to explore and find who they are.
Yeah. In your journey as a rapper, or just growing as a rapper, when have you literally gotten like, and you did mention it, that like, you know, you could be there, people like, we know you're gonna rap, but in your come up though, have you experienced, like maybe with the producer, someone established, experienced a situation where like you want to come in with the raps and there's a creative kind of like tension and you guys cannot land?
Yeah. A lot of times. For real. I won't mention, but yeah, dog. Like a lot of times, bro. So many times I got tired of it.
For real.
Why do you think it took so long for me to come up?
So you say that you'll come up, it's because you could have been on songs where you like, okay, but like, your style is not what we want, basically. Or cut down the
Oh,
bars.
too fast, though. You know what I mean?
So they've been trying to tame you all the way. That's crazy.
It's my come up. You know what I mean?
You know, someone saw this interview that we had the last time when we had Def Jam, and they commented on your energy. I just couldn't remember who it was. But I can understand why it's such an accomplishment for you. You know, it feels like you've probably been around a lot of success, and that success probably also a part of it has literally gone, do a little less this, do a little that, but like you kind of did it your way. People don't know that, right?
Yeah, it's like the backbone. You see, that's also the thing I want to speak about as a rapper. Why I say it's difficult. It's not difficult because you have to have drip all the time, or you have to have girls or money. It's not difficult for that. It's difficult to like be the person you are. Hence I say you have to know who you are, you know, to be yourself. Like being a rapper, like all the aspects of things, being in a good mental space, being in a good emotional space, even when you spit, you know what I mean? Like even if you're in a bad space, if you're in a very terrible space, you can't even create, you understand? So it's difficult to like really maintain your balance of who you are, because there's a lot of things that are gonna bring you down. You meet your idol that you've been looking at for a long time, and they pretty much look at you and they try and like mold you into what they want, but it's like you don't even have like this backbone to tell them, no, that's not what I want. And then you start going down a lane of what you don't want. You get me? So I saw those things, and you know when you tell someone, like, actually that's not what I want, then like they switch up on you and you see this other side to them, then you realize you actually don't want what I want. You get me? If I want to be happy, and if it takes me to walk this way to be happy, why are you upset? Because don't you want to see me happy? So you understand what I'm saying? So it's like you meet people, you meet like whoever you have to meet, people you've looked up to, and you go through those situations. Not to say everyone is like that. I've met, even you cool, you know what I mean? No, I haven't met everyone where it's like, oh my God. No, but you meet people, like, you know what I mean? Even people you'd least to expect to be like that, to be like that.
Yeah.
But it's just about having your backbone. And if someone says, all right, then walk that way, don't worry about it. You're gonna find, if you believe in yourself that way is where it's hot, go that way. You know what I mean?
I mean, look, and you know, you talked about backbone earlier, and I never knew the context. I'm glad we got back to backbone, because it literally then ticks that box of, you know, this album could have sounded somewhere else if there was no backbone.
Yeah.
This trajectory could have shown up at another time, earlier maybe, if there was no backbone.
Exactly.
And people don't understand that, you know. And I guess that's why I'm just saying, someone's saying, yo, yeah, he was so live, you know, and I also never understood, but I understand, you know, when you kind of come full circle your way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
That's incredible. Then you come out of the creative space, you come out the studio, and then it becomes like about the social circle that you, right? In that, then, you know, there's the conversation of where hip hop is, like in the culture currently, you know. You being one of the, I mean, you call yourself Lucasraps, for God's sakes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you being an advocate of a genre, of a specific genre, when you are in those social spaces, you know, how do you kind of find your place there, you know, and how big are the people that, like, do you have industry friends?
Yeah, most definitely. Like, you see when I say YOG, it's because like my industry friends are OGs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they OGs.
Yeah.
So their word of advice is heavy, but at the same time, I don't really take advice from no one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just do my own thing. And I hear what I need to hear, and I get the gems that I learn from, and I make my own little advice from that one line of your gem. You know what I mean?
Where does that come from?
I don't know. I really don't know. It comes really from how I listen to my music. You know what I mean? I get a lot of advice from music. I go to my music for advice. I go to any like song that I feel like this is gonna get me out of a situation. I go to that and I listen to what the person is saying. You know what I mean? There's a song that sits like in my head whenever I'm going through something, or just to even brighten up my day, because it's like the writing behind that song is so amazing. It's Lyra, Soul and Mind. So it's amazing, you know what I mean? And that's like something that I try my best to portray, but also at the same time with like this SA hip hop topic, it's like I just don't stick my nose in it until it pokes me. You know what I mean? I don't have to speak about it, because the people that know that SA hip hop ain't dead, like shit, I see them. They're listening to my songs. They supporting me. I see them at gigs. Right now, we're just going through that, you know, that little dip. Even if you look at any flow chart or any chart, it goes through that little dip, you know what I mean? So, I mean, you can't really say SA hip hop or it's down, or, you know what I mean? Because it's there. It just took a long time for maybe a project such as OT1 to the World to come there and change the sonics of what's been out.
How important and how do you feel about like jumping the bandwagon and chasing what's hot, you know? How do you feel about like, have you seen cats be like, yo, you jumped the bandwagon? But how do you feel about like those things, you know? Because obviously the truth of the matter, this also comes down to the commercials. You know, you rap, you probably will get shows, but like maybe when you do this, you probably will get money, you know, and shows. So how are you keeping that like integrity to kind of like go, okay, cool, I'm not gonna jump the bandwagon, or if I do jump the bandwagon, here are my rules of jumping the bandwagon. Do you even have something like that?
I mean, I was blessed enough to meet the new management that I have, and they've pretty much had me understand a whole different aspect of being an artist. You know what I mean? Face can make you money. You know what I mean? Let's stop on this rapping thing for a little bit. Let's focus on how to make you actual money without rapping. That's what I had to understand. That's what they taught me, which I'm fully grateful for, and they know that. You know what I mean? So in that time, I started working with brands. I started having the understanding of brand work, cleaning up my image, fixing the things that I needed to fix. But also at the same time, I'm in the studio all the time. I'm jamming. I'm just not being as loud with releasing, and you know what I mean? I've done a lot of freestyles though to keep the support there for the listeners, you know what I mean? But I was just focusing on brand deals, and that's how I didn't really pay attention to like hopping on what's hot, because I'm hopping on what's hot with the brand. Like, oh, Boohoo man just got a deal. Like, alright, cool, that's hot for me, you know what I mean? That became something to me now. And then my music, like my convo and the songs, became completely different. And that's where I started having different content, you understand? That made me feel like, oh, all I need to do is just keep evolving, and I'll just keep having better content. So my life and my music, like, you know, mixes into one, and it helps everything build up. That's how I didn't switch, because it was interesting. Every song became more interesting. It wasn't like, oh, maybe if I make a song like this, every song became more interesting. I kept getting better. You know what I'm saying? I kept evolving, I kept improving. And that's just what it was. I still have this hunger to improve. Even though I feel like I'm so good, I still know I have to get better. I'm still far from where I'm at. You know what I mean?
You said something really interesting. Everybody wants to rap, everybody wants to jump in, get on the mic. What is it like? You said like, you know, you pointed at your face like, you know, I'm so pretty, I can make money with my face.
Man,
you know?
I'm too sexy for this word. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for real, man, like, you can make so much, like, there's brand deals, you know what I mean? A brand
but what I wanted to get to my question is that um, before you met your management, and maybe someone else that just wants to rap, how important was it though, and what did you do to kind of clean up your image so someone can see Lucas and go, okay, Lucas could possibly be that? How important was that, and what was it that you did, even if you don't give away the secrets? But what were the few things that you used to do when you just like rapped only that you kind of changed up, you know, to be presentable and be bigger than a rapper, if one might say?
I just started being more responsible with the power I was getting. That's all. Like, yo, you can influence someone to do something stupid. Don't do that. If you're gonna be stupid one, man. Don't make someone go be stupid that side, because you're gonna do something stupid, people are gonna fuck with it. People are gonna wanna be stupid to impress you.
Yeah.
Just understand your power, don't play with it. Because now they want you to do something stupid for their entertainment. Then what? Now you're damaging yourself, you know what I mean? So it's just, you have to really control the power that you are blessed with. Don't play with it.
How does that spill over into your social media platforms? How does that spill over on when I meet up with Lucas in the streets and I'm a fan, or alternatively when Lucas is sitting around like a potential client, or how does that work? And I must just, as a side note, just because I'm doing some work with you now, you've been very efficient and ahead.
Yeah.
You guys have been very professional with your delivery. It's been a pleasure working.
Even now, I came from doing a thing for you. You know what I mean? I still have to finish it up. I'm busy, but like, I still have to finish it up some more. But yeah, I try my best to stay on it. You know what I mean? I try my best to, when you look at me, you don't just like see a rapper, because there's a stereotype of rappers. You know what I mean? You see, this kid's focused. You can see it. This bro is actually focused. You can sit with me and we can talk. If you don't know me, like even a fan, if he has to pull up on me, you can feel I'm focused. I'm not there. I'm not gonna bump you down. Like, ooh, nah. If you're gonna be weird and do something stupid, of course I will.
Yeah.
But like, if you come in with normal energy, or you want a picture, or you just even want to dap up, what's wrong with that?
I have to get this out of your mouth because you are the young OG. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things you're talking about just discipline and management and managing yourself and everything else like that. But before you kind of started thinking this way, minus maybe a level of professionalism, how impactful is like your career when you just want to rap and you just want to be the fucking coolest guy, versus you literally like focusing on people who actually want to do business with you and handling that, and then you do that secondary. How impactful is it when you start making that kind of decisions, you know? Because you come from, I've been trying to make it work to, okay, we've got a model and a formula, now we got to make it work. But like anyone else that's young, that's trying to get out there, I mean, what would you say to them and go, yo, you want to rap, but you an asshole?
Yeah, like,
you know,
you as a person that plays a lot. Like, even my friends know it all the time. Like my close circle of friends. Like, yeah, there's some people, like, I don't move with people that are dicks, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? I don't move with people that are on that energy or on that tip, because I'm not on that tip. It doesn't feed my energy. It doesn't help me progress. You understand?
I think when we look at your career, right, before you kind of meet up with your management team, or you learned what you learned from the team that you currently have, right? Like they're almost like these lessons that you kind of say, okay, cool. Who do I keep around my circle also? Who are my friends? Some people lose opportunities because their friends don't understand. It's like, y'all could be boys, fair. We all boys. But just because no one is saying you the boss, it doesn't mean that you're not the boss.
True.
And y'all are scared of that. Remember, you're the one that has the appointments. Your friends literally, or whoever you roll with,
yeah, but
they literally hang around with you, right?
That circle.
So if you have those appointments,
thank you for speaking this.
Yeah, if you have those appointments, you got to remember that you are the boss.
At all times.
But like your friends, because you haven't changed, you haven't switched up. You're not going, yo, I'm the one that's me. Because you haven't switched up, The only time though that you got to take ownership of switching up is when you go, yo, I got to shoot at this time. Yeah, on any other day we go and hang, blah, blah, but I got to go. And your real homies are going to go, yo, B, you late.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So how important is it also then to start defining your circle of people as you grow, even if you haven't grown? It's like even when you're trying to blow up, how important is it to kind of define the circle before you even get to management? You know what I mean?
That's the most important thing. That's your personal. At the same time, it's your business. You get me? Because like in my experience with it, I live with my team. The team, not the team that go and gets me deals and everything. This is my personal team. This is my team that sits with me when I'm crying, sits with me when I'm celebrating. You know, we go through things together. These are the people that, nah, bro, I don't think this is a good thing. We teach them, and that thing that you were saying about the boss, or you know what I mean? Like, I'm blessed enough to have the people around me that understand that. It's not like, oh, you the boss, we have to obey you.
Yeah.
But nah, they understand that I'm Lucas.
Yeah.
They know who I am.
Yeah.
And that helps me understand who I am too, because they're not lying to me with my word.
Yeah,
They're not lying to me with my value. They're not even being yes mans about it. They're being real.
Yeah.
Like, yo, bro, you are this fucking nigga. But at the same time, yo, go clean that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's real, yeah.
That's how it is with like the niggas that I have around me, and you have to have that.
Yeah.
You have to have real shit.
Yeah.
Like I was about to say, if you don't humble yourself, if you don't have people around you that can humble you and bring you back down, it's like a helium balloon. If you let go, it's gonna fly too high. It's gonna pop. Can't deal with that much pressure up there.
Yeah.
You understand? You need to stay here. You need people that can keep you grounded.
Yeah.
People that can keep you in a good space at all times. You need to keep yourself grounded, or else life is gonna humble you.
Yeah.
And you don't want life to humble you.
Yeah.
You can humble yourself, but if life humbles you, that's like a hit from a train and a bus together.
Yeah. And I guess if you got a team, that always brings you back. Because, I mean, you got to also do the inverse, right? If your homie is interested in something else, or he's an IT guy, whatever he is, you know, and he be like, yo, I got to go. You also need to be like, yo, that's your shit. You the, like, he's the boss in his life also.
Yeah, I got a homie,
life.
like, he's in Skila, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's doing the university thing. And we always with like each other all the time, and he always pushes me when I'm doing something. And when he has like tests or whatever, I tell him, hey, bro, you can't chill with us here, go study. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always on him, you know what I mean? So it's like, that energy is reciprocated.
Yeah.
I don't just get it one-sided, because that's why I have the real people around me, because we keep that communication real. Like, yo, bro, I'm Lucas, but that doesn't mean you Lucas. Can't do what Lucas is doing. Do what you're doing and be the best at what you're doing.
I think because you kind of have a clear view of what you want, the people around you, I think that there's also a perception that you could be a difficult person.
Yeah. True. But that's only because I know what I want. So it's hard for you to even, like, I would say, bullshit me.
Yeah.
It's hard for you to ha. Because, like, I'd look at you like, yo, what are you doing, dog? Like, what's happening? But like, even my like, you got to see the squad. You know what I mean? I won't say we difficult to be liked or whatever. It's just, we real people. Like, we like, I speak about all these things. That time I'm the biggest vibe you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Off these cameras, in real life, it's a vibe when you're with me, trust me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a lot of respect going around.
Yeah.
And it's not just respect, oh, because I'm me. It's respect because, like, yo, bro, I've done some real shit for the people around me, and they've done some shit that money can't pay for. Fame can't pay for. You know, Dave said it, what he said, fame doesn't come with a price. You can't pay in advance. You get me? Even Drake said it, the friends around me, there isn't a salary cap that can fit that. Because these people really keep you grounded, bro.
Yeah.
And that's how you become the bigger person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because to be the biggest person, you always have to take the most bullshit.
It's like, you know, you needed to, like, I'm already even picturing like your whole trajectory. You kind of came rooted with like what you want, but like it was difficult for anyone to give you anything because you were literally around other people's environment of bossing up, but you were actually a boss yourself.
Exactly.
So, and if one boss wants to push another boss, there's contention, right? Versus, and it doesn't matter how long you've been around and how much experience you have.
Yeah.
If it's within you to be a boss, you're
If you're
always
a
gonna
boss.
have, even if you have nothing.
You a boss, and that's what I told the homies the other day. If you like, it's like some people. Not that it's bad or anything. Some people are employers or employees, and some people are bosses.
Yeah.
Some people are leaders.
Yeah.
It's in them. It's not oh you have to do this. You can give someone a position and they can become a boss, but they won't know how to be a boss.
Yeah.
That other person that doesn't have the position knows how to be a boss. And things will change if they're a boss.
Yeah.
But because they are in this position where they say, yo, let me be the boss, if they have to say that, what will happen? You know what I mean? Things will have to change.
Yeah.
The energy from this boss, he'll become a boss on you. You get me?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much like my whole thing. I try my best not to be that boss that's a boss on my niggas or whatever. But also when they're getting out of line, like, yo, niggas are chopping life here.
Yeah.
Come here, let's talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've seen this shit. I get to I'm blessed enough to see all this shit before it's happened, when it happens. You know what I mean?
And
while
it
it's
impacts
happening.
you out of everybody. I mean,
Exactly.
They say, yo, Lucas. They don't care who Lucas was with.
Exactly.
And that's another thing also, because you going, I'm not just a rapper. My name is, I'm doing business with some of the biggest companies, you know what I mean?
True.
I ain't just a rapper.
True.
You know, in my own capacity also.
And there's so much more levels. I spoke to the homies the other day. I like driving so much. I feel like I'm such a good driver I said, imagine I'd be a racer and a rapper. Imagine I'm out there racing Lewis Hamilton, dropping a song on Friday.
Yeah.
Imagine, that would be the craziest things. It's you'd never know where you can take it. It's not impossible.
Yeah, yeah.
No one said, nah, you can't do that actually, Lucas.
Because someone said you wouldn't do the rap thing also.
Exactly. Now I'm here talking to Slick. I got cameras on me talking about what I've just dropped. It's not impossible.
Yeah.
You have to tell yourself, actually, today I'm gonna be this rapper, racer dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Racer raps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm racer raps, dog.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you get what I'm saying? You have to believe in yourself.
I mean, I might have asked you this before, but I've obviously, and that's why the last time we said, I said, I don't really want to get into the conversation with you. But I'm always interested to find out what kind of household did you come from?
Yeah. I came from I'd say mother, father, sister, and then me. I'm the youngest boy. And then sister is 10 years ahead of me. And then mother and father still together in the crib. I was blessed enough to see love that's real. You know what I mean? That went through whatever it went through. I'm talking about it went through it, you know what I mean? And I got to see these people make it work. Through whatever they went, they had to think for me, my sister, and themselves for the best situation. And it's even when things shake, even when they felt like they couldn't be with each other, they still kept it together. You know what I mean? It just, they were bosses. You know what I mean? They were leaders and they led me in this way. The household I came from was a strong one. You know what I'm saying?
So that's interesting because, the household you come from, you only become stronger if you go into a world that can mirror that. But if you go into a world that's weaker than the world, the house you come from, the fickleness, you pick it up real fast.
Exactly.
So for me, even when you say that, I just want to rap, right? That's so. It's it seems like you search for stability over quick fame, because you've seen stability at home, right? You've seen your parents go through the most for you guys, and that kind of reflects in your personality, whether you know it or not. That's why you haven't half-stepped your sound or gone and said, okay, I'm gonna change. When you did your album, you did it on your own because it wasn't because you don't want to fuck with this guy. It's just that because it was the most stable thing. You know what I mean? And that really is really connected to how you've been raised. Your mind is fixed on stability. So when you organize with the team, you organize with a team that literally like is can maintain the stability and not interrupt it.
Exactly.
That's
If not, enhance it.
yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
And that's mostly why I have the people around me, because they've been enhancing it as much as I've been also enhancing them. Because it's like I motivate them, and that motivates me to motivate them even further by doing the best.
Because it's rare though in this industry, because it's fickle, and a lot of artists or whatever, artists, actors, whatever, a lot of us, and when I say a lot of us, because I'm also one of the artists, a lot of people come from broken families, like single mothers.
True.
You know, I have to get it, I have to go survive. You know, there's that urge where like it's cutthroat.
Yeah.
Because of, so when you get into the industry and then you add music and fame in it, it becomes this cold-hearted, cutthroat industry where
Because that's how you come from. That's your
yeah,
upbringing.
where I can only work with you based on what I can see you can get me. And it feels like without you knowing, you've been seeing that around you.
Yeah, like, not to cut you off, but like I've even seen it with like my one homie, and I spoke to him about it. It's like, bro, you know, people buy their way into your heart. I only realized that like I don't even know what I was doing. I think I was smoking a J or some shit. I was just chilling, you know what I mean? And it hit me like a boss, dog. And I pulled up on it. Me, when I have something to say, I say it. I don't give a fuck, dog. I really don't give a fuck. You can be whoever, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So I pulled up on him. I'm like, yo, bro, you know, actually, people buy their way into your heart. Like, you actually, if I had to give you a fucking car right now that is a Vivo, you get me? Here's your Vivo. You'll be happy, right? Because you don't have one. If Slikour came and gave you a fucking C63, you would love Slikour more. You understand? You appreciate the value of like the actual financial value of something. You determine that off of the love. So if I spend more money on you, I love you more. That's gonna fuck you up. Don't do that. If I brought you a rose, that might mean I love you more. It's not the value of the money, it's the value of what went into it.
It's is it that Jay-Z line on that Drake joint? Everybody knows the price of things, but nobody knows the value of it.
When you said that, like, it hit me, but that wasn't what made me realize it. But like, that's exactly like the best way to say it, even now for this time being. You know the price of everything, but the value of nothing.
Yeah, I love this. I love it. I love it. You know, like you seasoned. You know what I mean? You kind of grown, and I'm always gonna refer to the first time I spoke to you. And I don't judge my intuition based on mainstream success or how famous you are in your life. I judge it on character, you know, and I never knew that this was the character I was speaking to when I first met you. But I'm happy to know that, like, when I spoke to you the first time, this is the character I'm speaking to, you know?
Yeah, I'm grateful to even hear that.
Yeah, you know, because like I say, you know, I mean, it's unfortunate. Like, we are in a figure, and that's why I'm not judgmental. I'm not gonna go, yeah, you know, the industry's fake because you know, people come from different things, different struggles. Some people don't have certain foundations or certain teachings or certain role models within the household. Some people are finding these things in the streets. They're finding them in the cameras and the lights. And while they're finding them, they're not finding substance. And you gotta empathize versus you being judgmental. Do you know what I mean? And I want you to always remember that. You know, don't ever look at anybody like, you know, fake. You don't know where people are coming from.
True.
But you gotta go, thank God my parents fought, and I saw, and without me knowing, I don't know, like, it's made me also know what solid is. Because when you know what solid is, no one can teach you that except the people in your household.
Facts.
If the people in your household literally are having difficulty to be solid for whatever the circumstance, you know where they always say, if you're a single guy, it's hard for you. If you grew up in a single house, it's hard for you to commit to one woman because you're not used to.
You know, it's just like embedded in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Not that everyone will go through it. People do come out of it. People do have a different thing. But like me, through my upbringing and my blessing, that's what I realized. Like, yo, bruh, that's what life was teaching you. The biggest blessing to your family is you, so you can bless your family.
Yeah.
Because they had to stay loyal to being a family for so long. So you stay loyal to who you are as Lucasraps, so you'll get your return for that.
Here's what I want to tell you, and I know you don't listen. Because you kind of made it clear, I don't listen to anybody, but I hope you take this.
Nah.
And I want to close it by this. I mean, you talked about your parents and the challenges, whatever you guys went through. I want to tell you one thing that I live by. I know my parents never had a lot also, but I feel like I was the richest kid because my parents had love.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you
because
for
I lived
saying
in a
that.
house, even if my parents said, I don't have money to do this, but my parents literally I
with
could
that.
see they loved me. I could see that they were sad because they couldn't do things for me. I could see that.
Yeah, bro.
And
Yo,
for
you
me,
said it so
I think
perfectly.
that like I am the richest kid because we never had money, but we had a lot of love.
You know, like I made a song once upon a time about this, and it was about me saying I'm rich. Like, I'm not even capping. I don't have it anymore due to like me leaving management, and they have it, you know. But that song, pretty much, I was saying I'm rich. I'm rich in love. I'm rich in happiness. I'm rich in peace. I'm rich in love. You know, like I'm rich in life, not rich in wealth. You understand? I'm rich in where it matters, where it'll get me to wealth. You understand? Like, I'm rich. And now that you're saying it like that, like, it makes me understand how much more richer I am. You get me? And I'm blessed for that. Thank you.
Yo, 031 to the world. We are out here. The new Lucasraps album, first debut album.
Yes,
you know,
baby. You know,
he's just giving you the
it's just,
ABCs.
this is the beginning.
Yeah, it's just the beginning.
When it starts here.
You know what I mean? Make sure you get it. And I know why it's difficult for you.
Yeah.
Because you get it.
True.
Because you get it and you see it, and you're at peace, and your gut always tells you that that's.
Makes me scared sometimes, bro.
You've got that. You know the people that go, what would Jesus say? You got your conscience. You get it. Your conscience always stops you.
True.
And that literally stops the things that you would have thought are opportunities, but sometimes you're being protected. You
Yes.
get it.
Fully.
That's why it's gonna be harder for you in the industry.
That's what I
but
said.
when you get it, it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah, that's what I said in the song. Sorry to cut you off. I'm like Raven with the vision. I see when it's coming. You understand? Remember That's So Raven? She gets those visions.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I get it. OT1 to the world. Yeah.
Let's get it. Yo, I love it.
Thank you, OJ.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Shady.
Broadcast live